Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and today's video is sponsored by ViMeCa. It's a video messaging card. You guys, this is going to be such a great base for this card that is going to mean so much. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what the card is all about, and then we'll actually design more to this card as well. So it comes with a little USB plug there, and then that's really all that's in there. There are some directions, but it is in a language that I don't speak. But this is what the box looks like, and then it does say Doke, and then it's got this information as well. But we're going to go ahead and see what it's all about. I know that it's just a blank white cover, so it leaves us plenty of room to decorate. And let's go ahead and see. So this is the card. Look at that. Oh, look, it automatically says hello. So it's got a little camera and it can see what I'm doing. So there you go, if you can see that. And then I'm assuming you're going to press record and then play. And it looks like it's got a little bit of some magnet there, and that's probably what makes it play. And that is really all it is. And this must be the plug to power it up. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to leave a lovely little message. So we're just going to hold it like this, if you could see. I just wanted to say happy birthday and let you know that I love you so very much, and I wish we could be together, but today we're just not there. So I will see you next week. I love you. And now it's saving. Happy birthday and let you know that I love you so very much, and I wish we could be together, but today we're just not there. So I will see you next week. I love you. How cool is that? I am totally loving this. And now we can completely design it as well. The only thing we don't want to do, I guess, is there is some kind of something that makes that happen. I just wanted to say happy birthday and let you know that I love you so very much. And you can pause it. Be together, but today we're just not there. So okay, and then we're going to also look, since we paused it, we're going to see if we could record and if it re-records or what it does. Let's try this out. Next week. I love you. Okay, so we've got it blank there. It looks like it may be one time. I just wanted to say happy birthday and let you know that I love you so very much, and I wish we could be together, but today we're just not there. So I will see you next week. I love you. I can't stop watching it. It's so cool. So, all right. So we are going to decorate this like a beautiful birthday card and go ahead and give this out to somebody special. Okay. So we've got this guy, and I'm going to find the right side. So this is the way it's going to be facing. And it is in a landscaped position. And I did go ahead and cut. You guys, if you saw me make this card, you guys already know the technique, but it's so pretty and I just had to go with it again, but we're going to make a different card. So I cut this. Now let me see here. The size of this was 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. So I cut this one at 8 by 5.5. And then because I'm going to be using these two stamp sets, I'm going to be using the Daisy from the Daisy Delight, and I'm going to be using the Happiest of Birthdays to You from the Picture Perfect Birthday. And I've already got those set and ready. Let me just get a piece of paper here so I could get to stamping on here. And let's go ahead. I'm going to move this, and we're just going to first get this white, Whisper White piece of paper here. We're going to ink this up, and we're just going to use the black. And line it up nice. Stamp it on down there. Hold it just for a moment. And there you go. So it says the Happiest of Birthdays to You. I'm going to clean this up really quick just while I have it out. And then that way I don't risk getting black everywhere, especially on that nice video card that is nice and crisp and white. So I've got that. I'll put this away afterwards. And we've now got this portion. And let's go ahead and just stick it right on to this Daffodil Delight color, because I know once we decorate this, it's going to come out in a Daffodil Delight color. So that's nice. Let me see here what's going on. Of course, I'm going to be running into some issues. This one does not want to get working. So, of course, you know me. I always have to figure out another way. So, we're going to glue this down. Let me find some glue here. And hold on just a minute. Okay, I was having some trouble. I ended up just moving this, taking it apart and swirling it around. And then it seems to be working okay now. So we're going to go ahead and stick this right on here with a nice little border. We'll set that aside. Hopefully I won't lose that in the process. And I'm going to move this stuff kind of out of the way, because we're going to be using some Versamark and some embossing powder. So let's go ahead. And I'm going to ink this up backwards. And I have another piece of paper underneath because we're going to go off the paper. So I'm going to put a lot of daffodils around. And this will stay a little wet, but make sure you don't let it wait too long. So if you can see, I'm kind of moving a little bit faster here. And then once we get this all on there, we're going to go through. Let me put a little bit more here just to give it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put this away really quickly. And we're going to put our black embossing powder on here. And it's holding up rather well. You see how long it was. It stayed nice and moist there. And any parts that you might see that you might have missed, just go back right over it. Ah, I'm making a mess. So I'm going to hold that off to the side for just a moment because I went and made myself a nice little mess here. You know, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't me. So I'm just gonna actually wipe this down with that wet baby wipe. So don't learn that part from me. But you know me, I mean, this is what I do. I don't edit, I just kind of go with the flow because that's what happens. Okay, so I put this guy away and I am going to flick this just a little bit to get all that excess off. I'm going to flick it, you can't see because I'm flicking it from the back. And I want to make sure I don't hit any of that because it's so everywhere. But then I'm going to grab again just this little brush, anything that may have stuck on. Just going to kind of get it a little bit loose there. And I think we're good. Flick off that extra. And of course, now I see this little bit here. I'm going to try. Let's see if this makes or breaks me here. Okay, we got it. Not every single thing that can go wrong does, but we get close, right? So I'm going to get my heat tool now, and I'm just going to heat this up. Oh, I love this part so much. And we're just going to watch that nice powder turn really pretty and shiny and create a nice little embossed black look there. And you can see it gets really shiny. There we go. We're just going to run through this and let that turn colors. And it doesn't really turn colors, it stays black, but it just gets nice and shiny and as the embossing powder melts. You can see how half of it's nice and shiny and the other half is kind of a little bit of a grayer color. See the difference from this side to this side over here. And then once this gets nice and hot, you really can go faster on here. So it just takes a little bit of time, but then we get to see how fun using that bleach again. We already know what color it's going to come out. Comes out that nice pretty daffodil. Unless you haven't seen the previous card. If not, you want to go look at it because it was a lot of fun. It's a really pretty card. Okay. There we go. We're all set. And now I'm just going to grab my aqua painter, and it does still have bleach in it. So we're going to go through. I'm going to shake it just a little bit. And we're going to go through and add some bleach onto these petals. Just coloring right inside of the embossed area. And you'll see that it starts to get lighter. So you can do some of them, you could do all of them, whatever you like. You could leave some of them in the regular mango melody color, or you can put the bleach on there, and then the bleach kind of turns it a daffodil delight color. So I'm super excited. This is going to be a great little card. And let me see here. And you get to, it's like FaceTime, but it's like a nice little surprise. Like nobody, I mean, this is new to me. I've never seen one of these video messaging cards before, so I think it's pretty cool. We're just going through here, and you can see the different colors coming out really nice. You just see the magic working? I'm loving it. This is coming out kind of a little bit like a peachy color this time. So the longer you wait, the difference the color is. So we're just going to keep on going on and getting these done. So there was, in that little video messaging card, it came with a little, like a charger. And so the people can charge that, and it's going to stay nice and charged for them so they can watch that video messaging. And I can guarantee they're going to be showing their friends, they're going to be showing their family, unless they've seen this before. And like I said, I mean, I'm all about cards. And this is the first time I've seen this. So I thought that was cool to be in the card form. I just love this that's going on here. It looks so neat. And then we're going to be able to put some happy birthday, the sentiment that goes into the actual card, like what my video recording was. And then I'm going to be able to have the outside reflect exactly what's on the inside too. So that is really cool. So there we go. It looks like I didn't even touch this one. You can see this is working rather well. Some of them are getting lighter than the others, so I don't know what causes that, but it's kind of cool that it has some different colors there. So when you use the bleach, you want to make sure it's somewhat fresh out of the bottle. That might be why this is kind of only pulling a lighter color, where some of these are pulling darker, because it's gotten a little bit of time to work. But I don't know that I'm going to pull and redo this whole thing. It's kind of nice. I mean, you can use maybe a mixture of old bleach and new bleach to get like a half kind of Grapefruit Grove color. So you can see here, missed a little spot. But this is really cool. So there we go. I mean, that looks, oh, that's so cool. Isn't that cool? All right, now we get to put it onto our card base. So we're going to get that card base. And this little guy's going to continue to bleach. And again, remembering, there it is.
I just wanted to
So
say
cool.
happy birthday and let you know that I love you.
So we can also stamp on the inside. I mean, this is just like the cardstock. So you could stamp on the inside if you wanted to. So we know that's going to go there. And of course, oh, there it is. I was like, I knew I was going to lose that, but I didn't know where. I'm going to stick that there. I think I'm going to take a piece of black ribbon here. We'll put a nice little crossbow. Just gonna tie a real simple knot in this ribbon here. Not gonna put a bow or anything. If I could even do that, I'm having a bit of trouble. There we go. There we go. Yep, I've got that. We'll get these at an angle. And then I'm going to put this on there as well. I'm going to stick that right in the center. Then I'm going to flip that guy over. And I don't know what's going on. So what I love about Stampin' Up! Is this is the first time I've had this issue with the snail adhesive. I'm not even going to bother much with it. I'm just going to call them and get them to replace it. So I love their customer service like that. So I just grabbed a new one here. We're going to stick that in there. And there we go. Now we're ready to put this down. And I want to make sure that there's enough because this is obviously going to be shipped. I'm going to put that with another 1/4 of an inch border. Okay. And then I'm just going to straighten this bow out a little bit. If your bow doesn't go the way you want it to, just finagle it a little bit. You can even put a little bit of glue or something to hold it down. But let's go ahead and what are we going to do? We're going to put some type of lovely little bling on here. And I'm thinking, not sure what we want to go with on this. I think some of these pretty little sequins would be nice. Still looking, guys. I'm still looking. Let's see what we find. Because you know me. I'm going to look through my little bag of tricks here because I think, yeah, I got a nice little yellow here. All right. And then this color is kind of a mix between the two. We're just going to take these larger ones and stick them kind of in the middle of the dots here. Not the dots, the middle of the flower. And put the dots there. And black would look really cute on there too. All right, I'm loving this. And then finally, on here, I'm just going to put these little guys. And I'm going to put one in each corner to make it look like it's kind of held down, like kind of tacked down. And then now, when the recipient of this card, and I won't say who, sees this, they're gonna look at that and oh my goodness, how cute is that? Then they're gonna open it and they're gonna go, what the? That is so crazy.
I just wanted to say happy birthday and let you know that I love you so very much. And I wish.
And that is such a sweet little sentiment. But imagine if you were like surprising somebody with like a getaway trip or something like that. How cool would this be to have this as their card there? Or a proposal would be nice. There are so many things that we can do. I'm going to have to get me some more of these little video messaging cards. So if you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. I'll put all the information down below in case you wanted to get one of these video messaging cards for yourself. And again, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Today's the first day of the rest of your life. It was hard to let go of your hand, but I watched those